3 days ago. Darla should be arriving in about 30 minutes. So let's do a little preparation then. Why, hello there, stranger. How may I help you?
Good evening. Is this a fortune teller shop?
Yes, I'm here to tell you all about your fortunes. Did you by chance want it to see what might be in store for you in the future?
How long does that take?
Well, my next appointment's in 30 minutes, so let's get it
Sure.
in a short, quick burst. Now, have you ever had your fortune read before?
Not officially, no.
Okay. I want you to extend your hand right here, your right hand, palm up. Good. I'm going to be doing a quick little digest for you. We could go more in depth, but for now, considering how this is your first time, I'm going to focus in on 3 primary lines. I'm going to be looking at your heart line very quickly, and I can tell from your heart line, it's a very faded line. It's very much towards the surface of your hand, broken, cracked, and severed. I can tell that you're not someone who's very connected with your heart or matters of connection with other people.
I've heard that before, yeah.
That you're more disconnected emotionally from those around you.
In manners, they use different words, but yeah, pretty much.
The hand does not lie. Now, the next line is going to be your headline. Your headline is quite marked. Very deep.
Headline. Good, like a headline.
Explain it to me.
Like a newspaper headline. Right?
You interrupted this fortune for a second-rate, 2-bit joke? I would appreciate silence from my clients.
Okay. I'll
Now, as for your headline,
try and be quiet. I can.
As for your headline, you seem to be someone who's very rational and logical, someone who's very cerebral. Would you find yourself lost inside your head for most of your days?
I think that's probably safe to say. Although I did come into a fortune teller shop, so I could probably say something about my cerebralness, maybe.
Perhaps an intuitive path is opening up before you. Lastly, I'm going to be examining your lifeline. Your lifeline does seem to be fractured about this point right here.
What age is that?
It seems to be your present age. Now, has there been any significant change in the past 2 years?
To me?
Yes, because otherwise the significant change is ahead of you, very quickly ahead of you.
I don't know. So this fortune teller stuff, are you able to see, like, is it like a camera? Can you, like, see what I was doing yesterday or an hour ago?
Well, I cannot see. The intuition, energy, God energy, stars tell me
So
what
no.
it is that lies inside of your hands. And the answer is yes. Yes, I can. Perhaps not in detail. Perhaps it's a very blurry image, a very obscure, vague concept. Perhaps I just see colors like yesterday was orange. But yes, I can see. Does that answer your question?
I think that was yesterday. It was the smog. Did that?
The smog.
Yeah.
I saw a smog in my visual image, and I think honestly that my vision of yesterday, despite the smog, is clear.
I was just suggesting maybe that was why it was orange.
And your suggestion, or suggested, by the stars. They have shone through you.
That
And now you
makes-
have a better concept of yesterday.
I think that makes perfect sense. I can't argue against that.
Do you have any further questions to ask me?
You're licensed, right? I saw you had a thing. When I came in the door, there was a,
Correct.
yeah.
I have attended Harvard, and I graduated cum laude Smith on their psychic path, the divination major with a tasseography minor, and I did have a study abroad program when it comes to manifestation, and I did take a Coursera course on aura reading, so I do find that I am more than well equipped at this position.
I was doubting you a little bit, I admit, but Coursera is
It's
pretty
a
fucking
great
good.
alternative
Yeah.
when it comes to education.
Yeah. So I don't really have that many. I mean, I guess whatever you would do as a standard reading for a regular law-abiding citizen who would come in here, and maybe you'd help them not be visible for a little while.
I can tell from your aura,
Smog,
periwinkle,
periwinkle.
and that is the color of a law-abiding citizen. And let me tell you something, I greatly respect your service. And let me tell you something else, because of that, I'm going to be offering you a great deal. I'm going to be giving you, on top of the hand reading, which we already did, so the marker, the tally, the record is counting. I'm going to be giving you a crystal ball reading, and I'm also going to be giving you an ethically sourced tooth reading. Now, the crystal ball will give me the essence of you, the vibe of you, let's say. The tooth reading will be a little more specific because the teeth don't lie.
I've never heard of that. Tooth reading.
Well, were your ears open about 2 seconds ago? Because you frankly just heard about it.
I mean,
Before
me
you
coming in-
first heard it?
before I first heard it, I hadn't heard it.
Well,
How do you know those are ethically sourced?
let's just say I sourced them.
Oh,
So,
like a tooth fairy.
yes,
Yeah.
like a tooth fairy.
So you harvest your own teeth. Wow.
Yes. In
Not your
fact,
own teeth, right? But
all of these teeth are fake. I said, no thanks. I'd much rather have teeth made of plutonium or something. Whatever is non-killing me if I put it in my gums. Now, I'm going to be reading the vibration of your past, present, and future. This is going to be like Charles Dickens, if Charles Dickens was a little more fabulous. So, we're going to begin with the past. We can find a lot of information regarding your future in the past. We will then be reflecting on your present, but we can pretty much safely say that that's going to be more of like a shape and a color. And then as for your future, we'll open up that book and see what exactly the trajectory of your life is from here.
the color and the shape.
Yeah, the color and the shape.
It was a Foo Fighters album. Dude died today.
Well, he has some oak tree meets ficus energy, so I really do feel like he will be reincarnated into an actual...
Musician.
I was thinking sparrow, but
Oh.
yes, perhaps.
Well, sparrow, they sing. They're songbirds, aren't they? Sparrows?
Now that was poetry,
Yeah.
but the problem is he was the drummer, so
What are you saying about drummers?
I'm saying that they weren't the singers,
Right.
objectively speaking. Now, before you decide to interrupt me again with your inane, incomprehensible,
I'm just talking about
inept...
current events. That's all I'm talking about. I'm wondering if we could focus less on my immediate past, and I'm fine with the past, but
Did you just interrupt me talking about how you've interrupted me? Cease your inception of rudeness. presently.
It's going.
Keep your lips together.
It's
All
going
right?
deeper and deeper. It's like
Hold two
like
fingers.
6 levels.
2 fingers, lips closed. Lips closed.
Got
Thank
it.
you. I'm going to be looking into your past now.
It's a little rude, but that's fine. I'm gonna shut up now. Shut up.
I'm going to be looking into your past now. I see a past in which you weren't quite satisfied. I see a past in which you were perhaps not at your prime peak. And I see a past in which you were very begrudging. You were very, perhaps, unsatisfied, if I have not already said unsatisfied. But if the stars tell me to say unsatisfied twice, that means it's extra emphasized. So now in your present, I can tell it's filled with a sort of orange-yellow sort of vibe. It's very much giving me kind of okay, but not kind of okay. And in this orangey yellow vibe, I can tell that the shape is a
Diamonds.
rhombus.
I see diamonds. I think they're reflections of your. Is that a towel? I don't know what I'm looking at there. It's cool. I like it.
I see a rhombus.
Okay, yeah.
A yellow-orange
Rhombus.
rhombus. Because you are currently askewed out of your current position in life. There is a point that you want to be at, and there is a point that you are currently at. And the distance between those 2 points are at a skew, much like a rhombus. That is your current predilection. I hope you captured that, because this information will not be repeated. Once heard, once lost. Now we move on to your future. Please do pay more attention to this one, because this is in regards to the next following sequence of events.
Okay, I'm not the quickest. Like, I've been told that I'm not the quickest tool in the shed. I'm like a slower tool. So I'm just.
You're the quickest at interrupting me. You're the quickest at spotting a moment in which would be perfect to just stab my words, stab my sentence through, almost to a point where I would forget about its memory, only for me to recollect it because the very spite I have resurrected it as a ghost needing to haunt my brain.
I'm not trying to upset you in any way.
You're trying to interrupt me.
No, I'm not trying
Is
to.
an excellent way to inconsequentially start my path parallel
You got
to your
spider
constant
on this. That's crazy. Look at that.
How dare you remark upon the cleanliness of my own home after having interrupted me 3 times and decided to say some inane, incomprehensible, unintelligible nothingness?
I'm just saying, like, one of the key things about, like, one of the things that gets overlooked the most is dusting. So maybe, I mean, dust, this isn't really dirt, right?
How about you practice on overlooking it? Get into your third eye, manifest the capacity to look over things.
Where's my third eye?
Between your brows.
Got it.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, me and my third eye are trying to look into your future. And let me tell you, these readings are not priced at a standard rate. Depending on how much time I take, that's how much money I grab.
You don't need to worry about whatever money you need, up to $26. That's good. I got you.
That's nice to know.
Yeah. Money's no object, and I don't object to spending money.
I can tell that you are gonna be priced accurately, and compensation will be in your near future. I do see a lot about money, though. Actually, I see that you've come.
I brought it up, right?
Have you come into? No, don't answer. I must only divinate it. You've come into great fortune recently.
I came into a fortune teller's shop. That was where I came into this.
You also seem.
If you say I came into great fortune, I came into a great fortune teller's shop.
You also seem to have a lot of water energy to you. Now, water energy is usually designated with emotional depth. However, if your emotional depth has been blocked off, that means all of that energy is charged and stored within you, which might jimmy up the brain. I see that you might have done something that was a bit erratic, if not contrary to the current state of society, I also see that perchance you have doubts in regards to your current state regarding your future.
I don't know, but I can tell you that like all this talk about water is kind of making my bladder feel full.
Well, there's a restroom right over there if you need to use it.
Is it alright if I do?
Yes.
Okay. Just gonna save the seat for me.
Yeah.
This door?
Yeah.
Oh. Any toilet paper?
Yes, it's by the beneath the sink.
Okay, thanks. Do you have any lanolin-based hand moisturizer?
It's in the pantry or in the cabinet above the sink. Syringe. Seems quite old. Perhaps an antiquarian, historian, thrift shop person, a crucifix, a man of faith. Tea bag holder or tea leaf holder. Perhaps someone with regards to health. Or,
Last question.
of course.
Do you have any quicklime?
Yes, it's in the pantry in front of the toilet.
Oh, thank you.
Perhaps a smoker. Definitely a smoker. Tobacco, flour. Cultured man. Perhaps a man into music. Well, and I guess we know what he smokes. Perchance also ethically sourced remains. And there's the fortune. A nurse. Or a doctor. Doctor makes more sense.
Sorry about that.
No, by all means. Did you find everything to your satisfaction?
I'm a bit of a shy peer, so
I could tell that from
it took me a while.
the color of your present aura. Orange yellow.
I like your bathroom. It's nice.
Yeah, I like to line it with lavender and vanilla.
Yeah.
It really aids to the relaxation of it. Do your hands feel soft after washing up?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't wash them.
Well, at least I know the dry sounds aren't a result of my lotion-infused hand wash. Finally, we're going to read your teeth. So, from this tooth reading, it is going to be very highly specific. You might find it to be shocking. Please don't find anything alarming.
Oh, this is totally cool. These are your teeth, huh?
Yes, my actual teeth. It's all going to be fine.
Cool.
Now, I'm going to be closing my eyes and I'm going to be just swirling my teeth around, allowing them to guide me and telling me the specific position or lack thereof that your current future is holding for you. If I so much as feel your fingers getting in the way of my reading, first of all, my third eye sees all. Second of all, you will affect the reading. And third of all, the stars will attack you for having disturbed the process.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Is your third eye actually like a Nest Cam or something?
Listen, my third eye is the stars' vision. My vision is clear because the stars are clear. When it's a cloudy night, my third eye just gets all foggy. But tonight is going to be crystal clear.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Do not touch.
I'm not getting in the way.
Do not touch.
I'm not getting in the way.
Don't do it.
I'm not. I didn't. I touched one.
One might as well be 100.
I touched that one.
I
barely
see.
moved it.
I see. My third eye saw, my third eye fixes.
It looked like there was a cavity in it. That's all.
My current teeth will never have any cavities, and that is why I removed them all.
Yeah, enamel's overrated.
That's what I've been saying. Okay.
Oh,
Please. That is a bottle of my personal bloodied urine.
I was gonna say.
And
It smells like piss.
of course, what else would it smell like?
I guess.
I would appreciate if you would let go of my good luck charm.
Sorry. I didn't realize how important it was.
It's heavily
It
important.
just looked like a bottle of
It
piss.
has been blessed by the moon. And I can't have your grubby hands all over my bloodied moon-charged urine.
I did wash my hands. I was being a jerk. I washed them. I used your hand lotion. Towel.
The disrespect you have shown me has almost reached max capacity. Here's max capacity. You're here. I don't expect you to make a dash for the finish line during the duration of this tooth reading, but I would appreciate it if you would stay silent. Silent.
Is there anything?
Silent.
Is
No,
anyone?
be silent.
Okay.
Now we are going to be reading your tooth reading. I can tell around here in your career position that you have been a little bit unsatisfied with your current position in life, although granted it gives you a lot of leisure, luxury, and prestige, particularly within the context of...
Okay, can I tell you that I had a boss?
Yes.
Who is not my current boss, but the boss I had before the one that I had.
Silence. Prestige and luxury in society, especially in a society in which they value money over life.
Of course.
So, I can discern that you perchance work in the medical field, and more specifically as the vibrations of this reading strike me like a drum, a doctor. So I therefore...
Doctor?
Yes, that's your profession.
Hmm.
Now I see in your philosophical metaphysical category, that you are around here, right there.
He's like 5 right there.
Here, right there. A man of faith. I can tell that you are deeply motivated to your core to carry that iconic image of your philosophical leader, your sort of moral authority with you at all times, where you feel alone, abandoned, and almost undefensible when you are left without, your father basically holding your hand the entire way. Now, I would say
I go to church for the ladies.
The core faith you find is you go to church for the ladies.
I mean, it's and God too, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
You probably carry some strong iconography, probably of Christ or of
I thought you were talking about porn.
Christ's image,
Yeah.
the Blessed One. I was about to say the Virgin Mary.
Okay.
But let's
We're not
just
talking
swipe
about
her right off the
exorcist
table.
stuff. We're not talking about.
Let's swipe her right off the table.
Virgin Mary, my ass.
Here we have. I'm detecting a little bit of a predilection. I'm detecting a little bit of a savoir-faire, je ne sais quoi, sort of.
What are those? What is that?
It's the divine language
Are you speaking
of the
in tongues?
stars.
So,
What languages do the planets speak is practically what you have just asked me, and thank God that humanity hasn't quantified that into such a small, sterile piece of useless information. So this energy right here, this section right here is
Can I ask
giving me
one
a
question?
lot.
Can I ask one question
You're
before you do
addicted
it?
to interrupting
Just
me,
like
aren't
one
you?
question.
You really do love
Here's-
just coming in and interrupting the
Here's my
stars.
Okay, but I'm not going to ask you any more questions. That's one question. I have like a stimming thing that I have to do. I'm wondering if I could just hold the crystal ball while you're
No,
doing
that's just your Scorpio acting up. Now, you have a addiction to cocaine. That's what this energy right here is telling me. That's why you shouldn't interrupt me. You have just entered Sagittarius to the conversation, and Sagittarius has a predilection for stimulants.
Was that like a metaphorical addiction to cocaine you were referencing there? Or is that I'm literally addicted to
on
cocaine?
what level of reality do we actually exist? Is this a dream? Is this reality? Is this a hallucination, a fantasy? On what reality really matters to you? Metaphysical, physical, dreamological? But what really
This
matters
bottle's
is
empty.
that
Oh, it had the
the
teeth
bottle
in
that
it.
had the teeth
Yeah,
in it.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not that quick.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah, I think you're pretty quick though. Now, in this energy right here, this section right here, it's telling me that you have a need, so to say, for global culture. It's the culture of it. You also have a need to really collect antique pieces. You have something of a need to only ever have very historical, very personality infused objects, possessions, whatever floats your boat. Now, as for this section right here, right there, here, I can tell that you are running away from something. You are definitely like impulsively, let's say. You could also say spiritually, divinely, for what is spontaneity or impulsivity, if not just divinity inspired. Running away from something, to where, that is the true question. Now, what I am seeing is that you have come to an impasse where now there are two paths before you, and they will come to unfold very quickly. Now, one path will lead you into even more complications, and the other path will be as simple as a whistle. Whatever one comes to you, you will know which one you are on, but only after you have opened the door to each, and once you have opened that door, you can no longer unopen that door. That was Lucifer. He was blessing me. He has now left along with his green energy. Green is for nature. Lucifer is nothing more than a symbol for that which is within all light, enlightenment. Now,
Can you bring it back?
he's decided to leave. You can't command him. That's his whole thing. He's a free spirit, a bohemian child. Now, this last little piece does tell me that you have liquidated all of your assets and now carry with you a sizable sum of money, mostly for perchance self-preservation or perchance to fund your future life as it comes. But what is for sure noted and known is that is pretty much what the teeth have told me is your current fortune and future. Unhealthy relationship with human remains right there. It doesn't seem to be the most ethical, perchance. I'm sure there might be some HIPAA compliance rules that you're breaking, but hey, you're a doctor, you know? Like, once dead, who cares? So I can definitely tell from here.
So I'm a doctor.
I said that.
Are you familiar with the phrase speed, not haste?
Speed, not haste. Speed, not haste. I can break it down, but I'm not familiar with it. No, it's the first time.
Like, there's a lot of words. Like, you're saying a lot of words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the stars are divinely inspiring my mouth. It's much like I am Jeremiah speaking for God, but it's me and I am speaking for Capricorn.
Jeremiah was a frog.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, and not only that, he was a friend of mine, but he passed away. Some of these teeth are his.
Just like Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins gives me ficus mixed with cactus. And I can tell that in his new life, he has become a lotus flower.
Oh, well, you're all over the place with that. I guess what I was really wanting to know was just like, you said a lot, and I don't have the greatest attention span. I wonder if you just sum up like what these teeth mean. Like, you know, just give me the Cliff's Notes.
Of course. Penguin Digest.
Yes.
Doctor. Unhealthy relationship with some type of remains. Addiction, right about here, specifically to la cocaína. Right about here, running away from something. Liquidated all of your assets.
This doesn't belong there.
That contained the spirit of my Chihuahua, Hershey. And you have just eliminated Hershey for me, but that's fine. Hershey has apparently decided to liberate her spirit from that in which I have enchanted.
Hershey didn't want to be on a table with a bunch of
Hershey. You don't know what Hershey wanted. You don't know what Hershey wanted.
I'm not saying I knew what Hershey wanted.
I didn't know what Hershey wanted.
Maybe you didn't know what Hershey wanted.
But I know that Hershey has gone to a better place now. So.
Does your front door lock?
Yes.
Excuse me a minute.
Why would you lock my door? Rhetorical question. I'm just going to finish this up and you can leave afterwards.
All right.
So, liquidated your assets. You have a fascination with the historical and antique, and you also seem to have a predilection for trying to divinely run away or impulsively run away, whichever one might apply to your intentions, your awareness level, and all of that jazz.
Okay, so you've read my fortune.
I have.
These are tooth ruins? What?
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty off base, but what you've told me has revealed something about you and maybe the way that you operate. Maybe we're not so unalike. I might suggest, may I suggest? Go ahead.
I was about to say, we're not alike in the sense that while you're speaking, I am remaining quiet and silent. I understand the meaning of silence, unlike some people. So our definition of being alike is voided because you have a habit of interrupting me and I don't return the same.
If there was a ticker counting the number of words each of us has said in the last, 20 minutes, whatever it is, Yours would have extra digits on it.
I have not said anything. The stars have said everything.
Well, the stars are a bit of blabbermouth sometimes, right? I'm just saying, right? Like they got a lot.
The divine has now closed, and I am ready
Your
for
third eye.
whatever it's blinked. It's gone to sleep.
Hmm.
I am ready for whatever it was that you decided were your observations.
Okay, well, like I was saying before, you interrupted me, and also while interrupted me, pointed out like how I've been interrupting you, which is ironic, don't you think? I got a little bit from what you were doing that I think maybe revealed how you came to these spectacularly wrong answers.
Huh. But yet you call my answer spectacularly wrong, yet everything you have just observed is spectacularly wrong. Isn't it ironic?
I mean, it's not like a black fly in your Chardonnay or anything, but it's close, I guess. Here's what I was saying. I think the line of work that I'm in, I'm not a doctor, but I sometimes have to see things that, maybe doctors have to see sometimes, There's some overlap there. Like, seeing teeth, that doesn't bother me. Right? Seeing, Hershey scuttled off. That's nuts. But I do have a line of work wherein sometimes I have to maybe deceive people a little bit. And what I think, if I may, I'm asking first and then begging forgiveness. I wash my hands so thoroughly. Look at those nails. There's nothing under
You
there.
decapitated
I didn't realize that. Okay, I'll keep it.
Penelope.
Okay, Penelope's head is back on. I'm gonna give you my. This is where you just can't grab it like that.
I mean, at this point, you can't really stitch someone's head back on.
Well, it's perfect. Look at that. Comes off, goes on. No big deal.
Wait a minute.
I've done it before.
Why do you by chance, I sensed in this human remains section and the doctor section, the doctor section might be wrong, but the unethical relationship with human remains, was that wrong by chance, or do you
No, that wasn't wrong. Here's what I think happened. I think I went to the bathroom. And I think you looked through my bag. But the thing is, it's not my bag. It's my bag, but
Is
what's
that
in
your
it?
style?
Well, it has like this nice tartan interior. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that. But
Yeah,
no,
it's so nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
yeah. But the stuff in it is not mine, or is only tangentially mine.
Wow, you stole an entire bag?
You could say that.
Wow.
So
Wait.
yeah, I'm not a religious man. Like I said, like I go to church for the ladies, and with abs like that, like how can you?
Yeah. So not a man of faith.
Yeah, not a man of faith.
And then the liquidated assets.
Liquidated assets.
Are yours?
Possession is 9/10 of the law, so yeah, they're mine, sure.
Okay.
This,
Syringe.
it's a syringe. You can use syringes for lots of things. You can use them to deliver life-saving vaccines. You can use them to deliver microchips. Or you can use them to deliver lethal injections. Yeah, polonium. Any kind of. Things that might, they can help and they can hurt. It's not about the tool, it's about how it's used, right? And this, he was a friend of mine. I knew him.
Johnny?
Horatio. He's got all his teeth. And he's happy. He's smiling. He didn't know what was coming. He didn't see it coming. I have my...
Who am I to judge? It was an ethical source.
Sure. I'm guessing this is where you got the cocaine addiction?
I thought you had it. Yes. I mean,
Why don't you hold that? Oh, a doctor. Yeah. Oh, come on. Like, do doctors really walk around with stethoscopes in
I
their
would
bags?
think so.
That would be kind of weird. Be like a...
What if someone just needs a checkup?
Like,
Honestly.
right off. Here's what I think, right? Or here's the fortune I'm going to tell you. I don't have a fancy crystal ball.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I mean, I got some stuff here, but, nothing quite as fancy as your crystal ball.
I will not put my fingerprints on this.
No, they're already there. It's cool. Don't worry about it. I do have my own scrying device. It's not crystal, but it is nickel. And, it's 38
And
with the
lead?
bore on this. Yeah, lead. There's some lead in there too. A little copper, maybe even a little mercury. So, what I'm seeing when I touch my scrying implement is really just like a question I need to ask you. Are your ethics fungible?
Well, they're pretty fun.
Yes. It's close enough. Let me follow that up with another question. And feel free to be inspired to answer by the presence of my scrying device.
I'm feeling a lot of Cancer energy from that, and
Is that good?
no, it's maternal, but not in a good way.
It was weird. I don't know when I was born. My mom died. I have no idea when I was born.
Well, let's just say your mom kind of screwed up the cards for you. Let's just say that you are forever and perpetually screwed over by that.
It's just me. I have the scrying device in front of me.
That doesn't take away from your Scorpio energy.
Fair enough.
In fact, it adds to it.
Probably.
In fact, it's defined by it. And I will use my last breath to make sure that a Scorpio knows that it's a Scorpio.
As the scorpion stinger.
1,000%.
Okay. Well,
Ripped apart, stinger in.
the courage of your convictions. It's admirable.
Yeah.
But I'm not asking you to fall on your sword.
Well, as long as you don't challenge the stars, I won't fall on my sword.
What I'm saying is sometimes there are bad people in this world who maybe need to be removed, but there's no, let's say, conventional traversal path by which you can get to removing them. So you have to use other arrangements.
I 1,000% agree. And if this person's a Sagittarius, I 1,000% agree.
Oh, he's such a Sagittarius.
Oh my God.
He's annoying.
The removal process for a Sagittarius, although I understand, intraversible, but it's traversing needed. I will intraverse that.
I traversed it.
You traversed it?
I traversed it. That's why.
Wait, is that a Sagittarius?
Yeah, this is a Sagittarius.
Oh, so that was a Sagittarius.
Couldn't you maybe tell by feeling the bumps on the... Am I getting my pseudosciences
No.
mixed?
My follow-up question, and the only thing that concerns me right now, was this a male Sagittarius or a female Sagittarius?
This was a male.
A male Sagittarius,
Yeah.
all right. Female Sagittarius it's fiery, venturous. Male Sagittarius is same deal, just add annoying to it.
Well, okay. Well, I there's a few things that made me think that maybe this could not go as bad as I maybe thought when I walked in here.
It's Capricorn energy. Are you by chance born towards the later of the year?
I don't know.
Beginning of the year.
My mom screwed me.
Oh, that's right. Complete amnesia as to the date of birth, time.
None.
You don't even remember a little bit when you were born?
I mean,
Did you look at the clock?
I want to say, I did look at the clock when I was born.
Okay.
But it
Did
was...
you happen to catch the time?
Well, but I couldn't tell if it was... I didn't know AM or PM yet. I was just an infant.
Okay, but even if it's AM or PM, that's two options out of infinity. So we could whittle it down.
I just remember the hands were spread very wide.
Oh my God.
So, it could have been 3:15 or
3:15.
9:45.
Did you happen to look
I'm
at
sorry,
the calendar?
3:45 or 9:15. Yeah.
Calendar quick. Calendar.
Yeah. Calendar. Yes.
What was on the calendar?
A cat.
Do you
It's like a
happen to
little
remember
kitty.
the number
The number?
and the day? Yes, the month, the name, and the day. Like the number.
It was a double-digit number, so would have been maybe 27 or something like that.
27.
Yeah.
All right. Of what month?
It was a shorter month.
Shorter.
I couldn't
February.
read. I couldn't read then.
February seems like a word that would be tough to
No, I
read.
mean the word was
Yes.
short. The
The
name of
word
the
was
month was
short.
short.
March.
Something
July.
like March. Yeah. March, April.
March, April 27th, June. All right.
It wasn't November. I know that.
We can work with this. We can work with this.
But-
we can work with this.
So what does that mean?
It's a Capricorn energy.
Okay, well, would you like some of this Capricorn energy?
I need to confer with the stars first. Saturn is telling me that yes, I would like some of that Capricorn energy.
Would you like, say, 40% of the energy within this Capricorn bag?
Let me confer with Saturn. She's transferring departments to Jupiter.
Did you just call Saturn a she?
Saturn feels like a she.
I'm alright with that.
Jupiter has
Open-minded.
confirmed 40%.
Didn't Jupiter eat one of his own kids?
Well, I guess we know about percentages from Jupiter because Jupiter is telling me that it's 40% is fine.
40% is fine. I'm glad that Jupiter agrees. So I was in your... Oh,
Yeah, Lucifer's returned to me. Lucifer's watching you. Lucifer is basically telling you that although he might be here in order to collect my soul very soon, what he's actually telling you is that you're going to be absolutely black marked when you go to hell for this. Like, he's not going to want to party with you. But you know what? I'm going to be in the in crowd partying with Lucifer. If you were to so chance decide to take the action in which I can kind of see happening, but I'm telling Lucifer that no, don't worry, I got it, baby.
does Lucifer dust?
Listen, Lucifer does what Lucifer wants, as do I. So if we don't feel like dusting, which is always the case, then we will not.
That's fair enough. So I noticed when I was in your bathroom, you've got you got bloody urine. You've got like your own teeth.
Mm.
You've got a lot of strange stuff in here, but in your
It's called a party.
yeah. And I brought my own BYOG.
G.
Yeah, and J. BYOJ. Anyway, in your bathroom, I happened to notice that you have a bizarre amount.
Of lavender vanilla hand soap.
Yeah, you did. I mean, that was like a tub.
Yeah.
That was a lot. But you also had a lot of quicklime, which is highly unusual. I'm wondering why a fortune teller would need so much quicklime, or really any quicklime at all.
It's two reasons. Number one, Lucifer does not sit well with mortals sometimes. And number two, oftentimes when I'm predicting someone's future, it does seem to be something that's a little too heavy or a little too strong for them to handle. So, in both cases, what often happens is that they excuse themselves to the bathroom and they take the absolute most damned dookie, and I have to go in and clean it up. And I refuse to do that. I have to dump quicklime in order to solve it.
Huh. So people's futures cause them to shit bricks.
Yeah.
Well, so that's true in that's true in the case of coming in to get their future read by you.
It also comes in pretty handy when someone decides to bring a BYOG to your place of business.
So this can also cause people to shit bricks, literally. They also cause them to become basically just little more than large inconvenient bricks of organic matter decaying and smelling, and you gotta find a way to get rid of it, right?
That happens to me every time I eat hot Cheetos. I don't even know what you're talking
I don't
about.
know.
at this
Yeah,
point, though.
you should not be eating hot Cheetos. You might as well just eat the quicklime directly if you're gonna do that.
Might as well eat Clorox.
Yeah, both. You can make cocktail.
Might as well eat Fabuloso.
I don't know what that is, but
Might as well just eat, I don't know, freaking antacids.
I eat acids every day.
I be eating antacids in my hot Cheetos.
That's
I
probably
pepper in my
smart.
antacids over my hot Cheetos.
So they're covered in like Cheeto dust
So they're covered
and
in,
antacid.
exactly. That's a life hack. Granted, between you and me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Peppering and add acids to your hot Cheetos is not a good idea. Not on your bowels.
Okay. So your quicklime serves, it's multivariate. It serves a lot of purposes.
Yeah.
That's great. So here's my question to you. If I had some, let's just call them bricks of shit in my Cadillac Seville parked
Why do
outside.
you have bricks of shit in your Cadillac
Look,
Seville?
they're
Your
no-
Cadillac Seville is a piece of shit.
Oh, come on. Who's got the scrying device?
I'd rather die right.
All I'm asking is that you don't call my Cadillac Seville a piece of shit.
Pisces just talked to me, and you're right.
I got a fish sticker on the back of my car. Does that help?
So, man of faith.
Like I said, I do it for the
Oh,
ladies.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So honk if you love Jesus. So the question that I wanted to pose to you was, assuming based on your discussions with Jupiter and Saturn,
Yeah.
who genders are non-determinate,
No.
but they've decided that maybe you wanted to share some of this imperialist currency, which is also non-fungible, unlike your ethics, which are fungible and fun. I would be happy to share that 40% with you if you would allow me to go to my brick of shit on 4 wheels and take out a few garbage bags of bricks of shit and dispose of them in you had a tub and a toilet.
Yeah.
Right. Using some of your quicklime and your facilities, and the fact that your storefront is tinted. The windows are tinted. There's like bright neon. You can't see in. It's great.
You couldn't have come into a better psychic shop. You can literally, terms and conditions may apply. All results are varied. Take your bags of shit into the bathroom. Through the back door, there is one behind the pantry that you just opened up. You can go through there, get to your car.
That door goes out back,
Yes.
like to the alley.
Yes.
It's like this place was designed for this.
Exactly, yes. So you go in, you go out, you dump it in the quicklime. Make sure that you don't leave any traces behind. I will cancel my appointments for today and tomorrow, and you can feel more than at ease doing what it is that you need to do.
I'm just saying, like what are the odds that like the layout would be so conducive to it? It's almost like we just like made it up. Or just
It's almost like the people who built this building built it for a reason. Because let's just say that the last time someone told me that my fortune was wrong, I yanked out every one of their tooths.
These aren't your teeth.
Listen.
I knew these were not your teeth.
Well, it's because you're not a psychic. Because if you did know, you would be like me, knowing that these are not my teeth. You could feel their energy and souls. Duh. But that's why you come to a professional psychic. Because I'm the one who already knew that fact.
But of course you knew it.
Yeah, because I'm a psychic.
Okay. All right. So 40%.
Yeah,
and
40%. And also, could you please remove your fortune-telling scrying
Of
tool?
course, yes. Yeah.
Away
There's no
from
need
my
for this.
premises?
There's no need for this.
I would most appreciate it. Thank you.
I don't really know how it works anyway.
Oh. Well, damn, maybe you should in this line of business.
Yeah, just showing it is all you need to do. Show it, you get what you want.
So
I
true.
prefer
Shadow towel.
It's much quieter.
Oh, snap. You actually use the syringe?
I've used the syringe, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Don't worry, I got an autoclave at home. I make sure it's nice and sterile.
Wow. Sterile.
Sterile.
A syringe is not having babies.
No. And nor is anyone who gets injected
Oh my god.
ironically.
No baby injection.
No. This is like the anti-baby injection.
Anti-baby injection.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. Burial. Bathroom. Bricks. Burning. Breaking away. I am totally down for all of these concepts. All I ask is that you just don't harsh my aura.
Well,
And also that you use a crap ton of that lavender, vanilla,
Yeah.
hand soap.
yeah.
I cannot have this place smelling like whatever it's about to smell like.
I mean, honestly, like it's all decay has like a sweet smell to it.
I mean, for some, for others, it smells like a rotting, nasty smell. But you know, come see, come saw.
I'm just saying, like, you might actually grow fond of it, and you might be like, hey, if you keep bringing more of this, then I could also keep bringing more shit, and we could maybe do this again.
So you're talking about a little business proposal.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, the thing is, you talk a lot, right? Like, maybe
Well,
if you
let's
didn't-
just say that, like, if Jupiter and Saturn become more of a voice inside of my head, the more reserved planets, the more quiet planets, then I'm probably gonna take on a less Virgo, Gemini energy and go more for the Jupiter, Saturn energy, which is Leo and Capricorn. So you wouldn't even have to worry about that, honestly. Depending on the price.
none of what you just said made any sense to me at all.
Escúchame.
That means listen to me.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Even though you just spoke again.
So I was just showing off
This-
my Duolingo
This
skills.
is going to be a great deal because, ironically enough, it was blessed by the power of Aquarius. We are now traversing the energy of Uranus, and within this space, within this gravity, we find many oddities, bizarrities, weirdness, just a complete and utter wrapping up of that which remains condemned within the shadow, the taboo, the unconventional. Now, this session, this meeting might have been random and odd, and it might have been completely twisty and turny. However, it has been blessed by
Oh,
Uranus.
Uranus. Yeah.
Uranus has blessed this meeting. On the power of Uranus, I realize that we are now traversing Uranus's gravity, its presence, and its holy divination upon this current meeting, this exchange, albeit completely random, completely off the draw, completely unpredicted. However, what is Uranus, the power of Aquarius, if not unpredictable? Now, as we continue on with this deal, let me just say I acquiesce. And not only do I acquiesce, I so gratefully
You Aquarius.
accept it. And beyond that, we are now within the energy of Uranus. And within that energy, I hope to go very deep and profound with you. Now, I do agree to your terms, and we do have a deal.
Thank you, madam. What's your name?
No name. I have no boxes on me.
Okay. Good. Sounds good. I'm gonna go out to my car and get the stuff to cram in the shitter.
I only have one more question for you.
Sure.
When you used the bathroom, did you wash your hands?
Absolutely did not.